All right, Celtic supporters, gather round because the day's been absolutely bonkers and there's a lot to get through. First things first, the club has announced that Wilfried Nancy's time as manager is at an end and it's effective immediately. It's no easy news to swallow for anyone, especially given the effort and energy Wilfried put in. But football, as we can be brutal. The club extended their thanks to Wilfried for his work and wished him and his family nothing but the best for the future. Alongside him, his assistants Swami Ampedu, Yula Guagan, and Maxim Shali will also be leaving. And the club expressed their good wishes for them too. It's a big shake-up, no doubt. And it's the kind of change that leaves everyone talking and thinking about what comes next. To add to the movement, Paul Tisdale has left his role as head of football operations, another significant departure, and the club thanked him for his contribution in that position. Clearly, the hierarchy is going through a period of transition, and fans are keen to see how this all plays out. Later on, the club shared further news that confirmed Martin O'Neill will be stepping in as manager until the end of the season. For those familiar with the Celtic way, this is a figure who already has a connection to the team, someone who has led the squad before and knows what it takes to navigate the pressures of the Scottish Premiership. He'll be joined by assistants Sean Maloney and Mark Fingham, alongside Stephen McManus, who will complement the existing coaching team of Gavin Strain, Stevie Woods, and Greg Wallace, all working to oversee first-team matters. There's a sense of familiarity in this approach, which could provide stability after the turbulence of the past weeks. Martin himself expressed honour and excitement at returning to manage the squad, emphasising that he's looking forward to getting back to work with the players and steering the team through the challenges ahead. The interim chairman, Brian Wilson, spoke openly about the situation, acknowledging that the departure of Wilfried Nancy was an intense disappointment, not just from a professional standpoint, but also a human one. Bringing Martin back, Wilson suggested, provides an opportunity to move forward with confidence while appealing for unity within the stadium, which he described as essential to create the best possible environment for the new management team to launch their campaign for a fight back. This idea of unity, especially in a club as passionate as Celtic, carries significant weight. Fans' energy, support, and engagement have always been integral to the team's success, and it's clear that Wilson sees that as a priority in this transitional phase. Reactions across the board have been measured but supportive. Michael Nicholson highlighted respect for Wilfried, noting that while things didn't work out as hoped, there's no ill will and a hope for success in future roles. Dermot Desmond, too, echoed the sentiment, acknowledging that expectations weren't met, but offering his best wishes and recognizing that the appointment of Wilfried was made with the intention of a successful period. Behind the scenes, of course, there's been much discussion about the timing and decision-making, and many supporters were surprised the change didn't happen sooner, especially considering a run of 6 defeats in 8 games, a record that left little room for confidence in continuation. The delay created tension and speculation, with fans wondering just how long the club would persevere before acting. From a footballing perspective, the decision seems both inevitable and essential. Wilfried Nancy clearly faced challenges connecting with the squad, and though he brought professionalism and effort, it became apparent that his approach was not suited to the demands of the role at this particular moment in the club's history. There were questions about leadership, tactical adjustments, and the ability to respond in-game, And over a series of matches, the shortcomings became evident. Yet, beyond critique, there's a recognition that he is a good person who simply found himself in a difficult situation. Many feel that, with time, he could find success elsewhere, perhaps in a club where circumstances align more closely with his strengths. Now, with Martin O'Neill back in charge, the atmosphere shifts considerably. He's someone who has earned the trust of the squad before, and there's hope that the players will respond positively, re-engaging with the tactics and intensity that brought previous successes. It's about rebuilding morale, confidence, and belief, not just within the squad, but across the entire fan base. There's a feeling that with O'Neill's return, the team has a fighting chance to salvage the season and perhaps even emerge stronger than before. Yet everyone acknowledges that this is no overnight fix. Results won't come automatically, and the next fixtures present challenges that will test the squad's resilience. Looking ahead, fans are buzzing about the upcoming games: Dundee United at home, Falkirk away, Talbot away, Bologna away, Hearts away, and Utra at home all loom on the schedule. And under Wilfried Nancy, the thought of these fixtures was daunting. Now, with Martin at the helm, there's cautious optimism. The hope is that the team will rediscover their rhythm, the defence will tighten, and attacking opportunities will be taken with renewed energy. Supporters are ready to see a commitment on the pitch, return to the familiar four at the back formation that O'Neill prefers, and a team prepared to fight for every point. The buzz in Celtic Park, when it comes to full swing, could be electric, and fans are eager to witness the collective energy pushing the squad forward. The key now is accountability and rebuilding trust. The players need to step up, demonstrate commitment, and repay the faith placed in them by the club and supporters alike. There's also recognition that transfer activity in January may be crucial, with the right signings potentially making a tangible difference. Martin O'Neill's awareness of the squad's strengths and weaknesses is a vital asset, and it's hoped that with careful reinforcement, the team can mount a serious challenge in both the League and Europa League campaigns. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, tinged with relief that decisive action has finally been taken. Fans are eager to see performances improve, results return, and a sense of unity rebuild within the stadium, with everyone pulling in the same direction as the season enters its critical phase. This period marks a significant turning point for Celtic, one that will define the remainder of the campaign. The weight of expectation is immense, yet the foundations are there. A manager familiar with the club, players capable of high-level performances, and supporters who, despite frustrations, remain deeply passionate. It's now about harnessing all of that energy, translating it into consistency on the pitch, and taking every opportunity to claw back points, assert dominance in crucial matches, and restore belief. Every fixture becomes an opportunity, every training session a chance to reset standards, and every performance a statement about the club's resilience. There's no doubt that Celtic fans are cautiously optimistic, aware of the challenges, but also excited about the possibilities that lie ahead. The focus shifts fully to what happens on the pitch, with eyes on players, tactics, and results, and a shared hope that the decision to bring Martin O'Neill back will be the catalyst for a revival that carries the team through to the end of the season. As the dust settles on the managerial changes, there's a real sense of urgency spreading through every corner of the club. Martin O'Neill has returned not just as a figurehead, but as someone expected to rally the squad, instill belief, and bring a level of stability that's been sorely missing. The players themselves are under a microscope, and it's clear that last month's performances under Wilfried Nancy left a lot to be desired. Confidence was fragile, mistakes compounded under pressure, and the connection between the squad and management appeared tenuous at best. Now, with a familiar hand guiding them, there's hope that the disjointedness of previous weeks can be transformed into cohesion. O'Neill knows the club, knows the expectations, and crucially, understands the psychology of players under scrutiny from both fans and media alike. His challenge is not just tactical, it's also emotional, requiring a careful balance between demanding standards and rebuilding trust. The first few sessions under O'Neill have reportedly been intense but focused. The squad's fitness, decision-making in tight situations, and responsiveness to tactical instructions are all under scrutiny. There's a deliberate effort to restore basic principles that were overlooked in recent weeks: shape, discipline, and collective responsibility. The coaching staff, including Maloney, Fingham, and McManus, are working closely with the existing team to ensure that nothing is left to chance. Every drill, every tactical discussion, and every analysis session is tailored to address weaknesses that were exposed in the past. The aim is clear: to make Celtic a team that can respond to adversity on the pitch, adapt mid-game, and seize control of matches rather than react to them. Off the field, there's also the matter of fan engagement. Celtic supporters are famously passionate, and their voices have been loud during the recent period of uncertainty. Martin O'Neill has emphasized the importance of unity within the stadium, acknowledging that the players feed off that energy. This season has seen moments where disconnection between the team and the stands, it's contributed to poor performances, and there's now a concerted push to restore harmony. Fans are being asked to trust the process, to understand that while change won't bring instant perfection, it will create the foundation for improved results. The anticipation is palpable, with every supporter eager to see their team fight for each ball, demonstrate commitment, and finally deliver performances worthy of Celtic Park's storied history. The tactical setup is expected to return to tried and trusted methods. The four at the back formation, previously shelved in experimentation under Nancy, is back in focus. This defensive structure is familiar to the players, and O'Neill has confidence that it provides the stability necessary to build attacks from a solid foundation. Possession play, pressing at the right moments, and structured transitions are all being drilled to ensure that when matches begin, the team operates as a cohesive unit rather than a collection of individuals. The midfield, previously criticized for lapses in concentration and energy, is being urged to dominate spaces and dictate the tempo. Forward players, meanwhile, are encouraged to be decisive, to exploit opportunities ruthlessly, and to bring back that sense of unpredictability that has defined the club's most successful eras. Looking at the fixture list, there's cautious optimism across the fan base. Dundee United at home provides a chance to kickstart a winning run. Falkirk and Talbot away are seen as tests of resilience, but under O'Neill, there's confidence that the squad can weather the pressure and grind out results. European fixtures, including Bologna away, are now approached with a fresh mindset. While challenging, there's belief that the team can secure points necessary for progression, leveraging experience, tactical discipline, and individual brilliance. Hearts away is undoubtedly tricky, but with renewed leadership and a squad determined to prove themselves, supporters are hopeful that Celtic can claim a crucial victory. Each upcoming game is being approached as an opportunity to reclaim control of the season, to bridge the gap to rivals in the league and to rebuild momentum that was lost over recent weeks. Behind the scenes, discussions about squad reinforcement are ongoing. Martin O'Neill has made it clear that while he is confident in the core group, certain areas require strengthening if the club is to maintain a serious challenge across all competitions. January transfer targets are being assessed with precision, focusing on players who can integrate quickly, bring physicality, leadership, and tactical awareness. This pragmatic approach highlights that while O'Neill is experienced, he also recognizes that football is a collective effort and that the right personnel can make a substantial difference in achieving the club's objectives. Every move is being scrutinized not only for skill, but for character, ensuring that new arrivals align with the ethos and expectations of both the squad and supporters. Morale among the players appears to be gradually shifting. There's a renewed sense of purpose in training, sharper focus in tactical drills, and an eagerness to impress a manager they respect. The psychological lift of having O'Neill in charge until the end of the season cannot be underestimated. Confidence feeds performance, and with players increasingly bought into his methods, there's hope that the dark period under Nancy can be seen as a learning experience rather than a lasting scar. Mistakes will still happen, but there's a belief that the team will respond, adapt, and maintain the discipline necessary to compete at the highest level. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Whispers around Parkhead have been growing louder in recent days, with the latest buzz centering on a potential midfield coup for Celtic. Sources close to the club suggest that the Hoops are eyeing AIDAN MORRIS as their next big spark in the engine room, with the young American style drawing comparisons to the industrious and dynamic approach seen at Nancy. The notion of Morris donning the famous green and white hoops has sent a ripple through both the Scottish Premiership and American soccer circles, with fans and pundits alike trying to piece together what such a move could mean for Celtic's midfield dynamics. Morris, known for his tireless work rate, clever positioning, and ability to link defense with attack, is being touted as the kind of player who could transform the way Celtic control the center of the park. Those familiar with Nancy's midfield philosophy, a blend of relentless pressing, quick transitions, and creative spark, would see Morris as an ideal fit. It's the sort of acquisition that could add not just depth, but a completely new tempo to Celtic's game, potentially giving the old firm giants an edge in tight contests and high-stakes matches. Of course, these rumors remain just that for now, but the chatter around the corridors of Scottish football suggests that Celtic's recruitment team is very much aware of the buzz surrounding the 20-something midfielder. Scouts have reportedly been monitoring his performances closely, impressed by his ability to read the game and inject energy at crucial moments. It's precisely this blend of youthful exuberance and tactical intelligence that has sparked speculation that Morris could soon become a key cog in Celtic's ambitions, both domestically and in Europe. For supporters used to seeing big names arrive at Parkhead, the idea of a relatively unheralded American midfielder stepping into the spotlight is tantalizing. The whispers suggest that Celtic might be willing to move quickly, believing that securing Morris could provide them with a long-term midfield solution capable of sustaining their dominance. While nothing is confirmed, The rumour mill continues to churn, leaving fans eagerly anticipating whether this potential signing could signal a bold new chapter for the club. Hello, fan! Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.